And this is downtown Decatur. There's a decent selection of restaurants and bars, but it does look like it has its fair share of empty buildings. Decatur, Illinois is about a 45-minute drive east of the state capital of Springfield. This once bustling city is now one of Illinois' fastest shrinking cities outside of the Chicago area. Decatur thrived on being a blue-collar town with more than enough manufacturing jobs. Over time, many of those jobs left and were not replaced with new ones. The loss of jobs started this economic downward spiral that has affected many other aspects of life in Decatur, and in this video, I'll explain where the city is at today. Well, let's get to it, shall we? I start the video in the far northeast side of Decatur, right at the I-72 exit with Highway 48. If you're unfamiliar with my videos, I do speed up my videos in order to show more in a less amount of time. You can always keep up with the real time that it takes me to drive in the lower left corner of the screen. If I go too fast for you, or if you think that I'm going too slow, you can always adjust the playback speed by selecting the gear icon if you're on PC, or by selecting the three-dotted menu on a mobile device. Isn't YouTube great? Really quick, as if you enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, as doing all of those things helps these videos out with the YouTube algorithm. Also make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video of an area near you. If you enjoy this video, make sure to check out some of the playlists that are featured on my channel. Videos of other places that are similar to Decatur are featured in my Illinois playlist and in my USA Small Cities playlist. For the beginning parts of this video, we're going to go by some of the industries that have been able to stay in town over the years. Archer Daniels Midland, or ADM for short, is a Fortune 500 company that has a large factory in town and employs 4,000 people in Decatur, which makes it the city's largest employer. ADM is headquartered in Chicago. After ADM, it's Decatur Memorial Hospital, followed by Caterpillar, Decatur Public Schools, and topping out the top 5 employers in Decatur is St. Mary's Hospital. Now we're starting to drive by the gigantic warehouses and factories. On the left is Caterpillar, and if you've seen my other Illinois videos, you might have heard me mention that company before. Here in Decatur, Caterpillar employs just over 3,000 workers. If I continued heading straight instead of turning right at this intersection ahead, we would have reached the larger ADM factory in town. On the right is the smaller one, and once again, ADM as a whole employs 4,000 workers in Decatur, making it the city's largest employer. I remember it smelling pretty awful when driving through here. I mean, you kind of expect that when you see giant smokestacks, right? This is a neighborhood that was built right next to all of the polluting industries. We are now going over Lake Decatur, which is a reservoir that was built from Sangamon and Long Creeks. If you're wondering how I got to Decatur, I flew into this airport with my private jet. Okay, that was a bad joke. I'm never going to be able to afford a private jet in my lifetime. However, airports that serve the size of Decatur are mostly used for agricultural purposes, but if you wish, you can buy a commercial plane ticket to Decatur from anywhere in the country. It'll just cost you a whole lot more than if you were to fly into Chicago or St. Louis. Now is as good of a time as any to dive into the city stats. Decatur is not only one of the fastest shrinking cities in Illinois, but it's one of the fastest shrinking cities in the entire United States. USA Today came out with an article in 2019, which wasn't that long ago, that listed Decatur as the 7th fastest shrinking city in the nation. That list went by the percentage of population loss and not the amount. It is estimated that Decatur has lost 5.5% of its population since 2010, and there is even another Illinois city on that list that was higher, and I'll have a video coming out of that city later this week, so stay tuned for that. How's that for a teaser? Decatur hit a peak population of 94,000 in 1980, and today Decatur is home to 70,000 residents. That's a decline of 24,000 people within a 40-year span, or an entire quarter of the city's peak population. Decatur is the county seat of Macon County, and Macon County has followed the same trend as Decatur. In 1980, Macon County was home to a peak population of 131,000. Today, the county is home to just 104,000 people. It's hard to see the trend of population decline changing here anytime soon. The state of Illinois has the second highest property taxes in the nation, only to New Jersey. However, unlike New Jersey, Illinois is surrounded by much more tax-friendly states such as Iowa, Wisconsin, and Indiana, among others. Illinois has been ranked as the worst business-friendly state year after year. Even though the loss of manufacturing jobs have affected cities in other states as well, the policies that are currently in place for this state make it much harder for cities in Illinois to rebound than it does for cities that are in other nearby states. Other Decatur stats include a median household income of $42,000 per year, and 1 out of 5 Decatur residents live in poverty. The median value of owner-occupied housing units is $81,000 compared to $200,000 nationally. 20% of adults 25 and older hold a bachelor's degree or higher. The violent and property crime rates are only slightly above the national average, and the public schools here perform around average according to niche.com. Those numbers could be better, however the decline in population only makes it harder to have a good public school system, as when people leave, so do the tax dollars that are used to fund city services. Make sure to drop a like for that amazing insight. Among the most notable people from Decatur is NFL retiree Jason Avant, who was a longtime wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. I will also mention that Abraham Lincoln has some history in Decatur. Lincoln moved his family here from Indiana when he was 21, as Macon County was the first place that Lincoln lived in the state of Illinois, even though most of his time in Illinois was spent in the Springfield area. Lincoln gave his first political speech in Decatur, and to see more on Abraham Lincoln, go ahead and watch my Springfield video. Where I am currently is in a neighborhood just east of downtown, and I'm just kind of driving around this area to show you a glimpse of Decatur. And this is Eisenhower High School, home of the Panthers. Once again, we see Lake Decatur on the left as we head towards downtown. And on this massive 4-lane one-way street, you can see plenty of abandonment. That's expected to be the case in portions of any city that has lost 25% of its peak population. Really quick, I circle this block just to show you a glimpse of the condition of this neighborhood. And this is downtown Decatur. There's a decent selection of restaurants and bars, but it does look like it has its fair share of empty buildings. As I leave downtown, I start to head towards Millikin University. As is typically the case with cities of this size that are economically struggling, a neighborhood that surrounds a college or university tends to look nicer than the neighborhoods in other parts of town. Millikin University is a private Presbyterian university. The college enrolls 2,000 students annually, and nursing is the most common degree earned at this school. Athletically, the teams are known as the Big Blue and compete at the NCAA Division III level in the College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin. Well, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, as doing all of those things helps these videos out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video of an area near you. And if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy checking out some of the other videos that are featured on my channel playlists. You might enjoy checking out my Illinois playlist and my USA Small Cities playlist. If you can't seem to get enough of me on YouTube, you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are attached to my channel homepage. We'll see you next time. Peace!